Did you recently sprain or twisted your ankle? Today I'm going to show you some first aid techniques to treat your ankle sprain, as well as some very safe and basic exercises for ankle strengthening to strengthen your injured ankle. First aid for ankle sprain. When you just sprain your ankle, you should apply the RICE method: rest, ice, compression, and elevation. Rest means to avoid putting too much weight on your injured ankle. This means using things like crutches to put weight off the injured ankle. This might be necessary in the case of a severe ankle sprain where it's too painful to put weight on the ankle. Ice means using an ice pack to reduce the swelling and pain of the ankle. Compression means to use some type of ankle brace or a compression bandage to control the swelling around the ankle. Elevate means to lie down either on the floor or on your bed and put your leg up on a couple of pillows so that the level of your ankle is above the level of your heart. This will allow your swelling to go down much faster with the help of gravity. Next, let's talk about some basic and safe strengthening exercise for your ankle. During the first couple of days or even the first week of your ankle injury, you might not be able to put too much weight on your ankle. Therefore, I recommend isometric strengthening of the ankle to start off. Let's start with ankle inversion isometric exercise in a seated position. You can do this exercise seated in a chair or sitting on the floor. Put a cushion between the insides of your feet. Squeeze the cushion with the balls of your feet. Squeeze for about a second and then relax. Squeeze and relax. Repeat for 10 repetitions for 3 sets. To do ankle eversion isometric strengthening, sit next to a wall. Either sit in a chair or on the floor. Place the cushion between the outside of your foot and the wall. Push your toes toward the wall for about a second and then quickly relax. Push, relax, push, relax. Repeat for 10 repetitions for 3 sets. To strengthen the front and back of your ankle, I recommend seated toe raises and seated heel raises. Do toe raise, heel raise, toe raise, heel raise. Repeat for 10 repetitions for 3 sets. A simple stretch that you could do relatively safely in the first week of your ankle sprain injury is the calf stretch in long sit with towel pull. This is a good stretch for your calf and ankle. Hold the stretch for a couple seconds and then release the tension. Repeat for 3 sets. If it is painful to do this stretch, make sure you ice your ankle first for about 15 to 20 minutes before you do the stretch. And also, don't pull the towel as hard as you can. Don't pull the towel so hard when you do the stretch. Once you have done ankle isometric exercises every day for 1 week, you could transition to resisted ankle exercises which will replace the ankle inversion isometric exercise with resisted ankle inversion exercise with the resistance band, and will replace the ankle eversion isometric exercise with the resisted ankle eversion exercise with the resistance band. To do ankle eversion, start in the seated position. Secure one end of the resistance band around your foot. Use the other foot and step on the resistance band a few inches away to anchor the resistance band. Keep your heels on the floor and start moving the foot of the injured ankle away from the other foot. Bring it back to starting position. Move away, bring it back. Repeat for 10 repetitions for 3 sets. To do resisted ankle inversion exercise, start in the seated position. Secure one end of the resistance band around your foot. You could use your hand to anchor the other end of the resistance band. For this exercise, while keeping the heel on the floor, move the foot of the injured ankle toward the other foot and then bring it back. Move toward the other foot, bring it back. Repeat for 10 repetitions for 3 sets. We talked a little bit about seated toe raise and seated heel raise exercises earlier, and as your ankle gets stronger, you could transition from the seated toe raise exercises to standing toe raise exercises, as well as transitioning from seated heel raise exercises to standing heel raise exercises. I will cover more standing ankle exercises for ankle sprains in a separate video. If you have pain in your Achilles tendon, you could check out my other video that I did to rehab for Achilles tendonitis.